I'm Sheila Thompson, the creator of the Father's Day Project. You know, the role of a father has in bringing up a well-adjusted person can never be understated. What is a real man? How do you become a real man? For this topic, I reached out to my friend, public speaker, and best-selling author, Gordon Dalbey. And now, I'm really excited here to introduce to you this 10-part video series with Gordon Dalbey and Warwick Marsh. Each video in the series speaks to a specific aspect of being a man and what a boy needs to become a man in order to raise his own children. If the words resonate with you, please share it with others. And thank you. In this segment, Gordon discusses the wounded man and the things he turns to for a false sense of masculinity. Let's watch.
Gordon, Healing the Masculine Soul, was a groundbreaking book. It's quite a deep book and it covers a lot of different subjects. This whole idea of running away, can you just tell us a bit more about that?
Yeah, I had a man come to me once after a conference and he said, you know, Gordon, I know what you're saying is true. It's right on the money. I didn't have a father really who was there, could give to me, and I know you talk about how God is present to give these things to us that we didn't get from our dad, but I keep running away. What advice would you give me? Well, I don't usually give a lot of advice, but something came to me and I said, you know, you keep running away from your manhood, you keep running away from God. Yeah, well, here's what you do. Run as long as you can. I'm an old man, I'm 65 years old right now. The grace of getting older is you don't have the energy to run away anymore. You got to deal with stuff. But most men are running away because the wound feels very shameful. In masculine culture, when a man is kicked on a soccer field or whatever, on a football field, he's supposed to pick up and keep dragging his guts along. And it's shameful to be wounded. It's a shameful thing for a man to feel wounded. And you're going to kick it off the team. It means you're weak. And so we want to cover up those wounds. And what happens is we get into all kinds of denial, addictions, anything to cover up the wound. It's like we have this whole generation of unfathered men. And there's a voice like coming out of the air, if you please. It's like saying, son? And the man says, somebody's calling me son. Who, and it's like this voice. And from a Christian perspective, this would be what we call the father of lies, someone who misleads men to false masculinity, was saying, son, I've come to help you out. Well, what makes you think I need help? Well, don't worry, you're going to be safe with me. I know you don't really feel like a man, do you? How do you know that? Don't worry, I've got some inside information. But don't worry, I've come to help you, son. Now listen, here's what you got to do. See this drink here? Now look, a couple drinks of this, you'll feel fine. Just light, L-I-T-E. We don't know how to spell too well here, but that's okay. It's light. It'll make you feel better. And did you notice all the other guys at the halftime of the ball game? What are they doing? Having a few together, and they're hugging each other. They're close. They got fellas. Don't you wish you could touch other men's? A couple drinks like that, a couple puffs on that, even better. Shot of this, snort of this. They'll never guess that you haven't got it. Now listen, I know what else, son. You don't really make it with the ladies, do you? You're really scared to even get close to what? How do you? Don't worry. I got you covered. I got a couple of magazines and books for you. If you just go downtown, off the side there's a store that has a couple X's on the top, you know?
Mind you, these days with the internet, you don't have to go too far, do you?
That's what I'm getting to. The guy says, oh, well, I can't go there. Oh, that's right, you go to church, don't you? Oh, well, we can't do that. I've got a few websites for you. Check in, you're there.
No one will know.
No one will know. And here's the best thing. See, now, we don't want to mess with a real woman because a real woman, I mean...
They're scary, aren't they?
She's scary. She could tell you, you dropped your dirty socks here. You spent $500
Wait a second, don't tell me that you have that same problem. I've only just very recently actually started getting my clothes in the dirty clothes basket. Is this a problem
my
you've had?
goodness.
Do you want some counselling about this?
We've made an agreement that in my office I can be as messy as I want, but I need to be more attentive to other places in the house. Anyhow, and I'm reminded of that graciously most of the time. In any case, there's this father, father of lies says, the women I bring you, see, are not going to be like real women who'll mess with your mind, they'll make you feel, no.
And ask you things, and ask you to reveal yourself, and ask you to talk, and ask you
like
to communicate.
That. No. See, they'll just give you whatever you want. They'll drop their pants, they'll do anything, just give you whatever you want. Then they accept you just as you are. They're not going to make any demands on you. You don't have to watch how you spend your money. You don't have to only drink 1 or 2 drinks. You don't have to do this. You don't have to go out with the kids. You don't have to, no. However you are, here I am. See, that's what you call a counterfeit grace. That's what men are, men who don't have the stuff of manhood, who feel terribly ashamed. That's why pornography sells so much to our generation. It's a counterfeit grace to unfathered men. And that's why we're going to pornography, the false woman, okay? And the father of lies, again, is at work. He'll say, well, I've got a job for you. This will cover your shame, see, because you work 60, 70 hours a week, and all the other blokes on the job, they'll never question your manhood. For goodness sake, look how hard this guy works on the shop. Look how he stays at the office on Saturdays, for goodness sake. They'll never guess because you're working so hard. They'll think you're a real man. So all these ways, see, that we use to cover up are running away from the truth, okay? And I have a motto, a saying, whatever, on my website, abbafather.com. On the first page says, a real man is a man who's real. And a man is willing to get real like that and to face that shame and to overcome it with other men. He's on the trail to healing.
So again, in just one or 2 sentences, real man. What is a real man? How do you actually stop the running?
You stop running because you either run into a wall or you're starving. For most of us men, we gotta come to the end of something. And sadly, I wish we could learn sooner. God wishes we could. But most of us have to go through a divorce, addictions, heart attack, something really bad that says, in case you thought you could run your life, are you ready to get real? And that's what had to happen to me and for most other men.